Picture a 10-year-old boy lying in a hospital bed, recovering from a brutal beating. A group of students had just shoved him down a flight of concrete stairs, leaving him severely injured. The schoolyard was a place of constant isolation. Classmates targeted him for being different, pairing physical violence with a relentless stream of mockery, calling him weird and crazy. With no friends to rely on, he found a way to block out the noise. He retreated into his own mind, spending hours alone with books and teaching himself the intricate logic of computer programming. That intense focus produced early results. By the time he was 12 years old, he had coded a complete video game from scratch and sold it for $500. His mind became a fortress. While he couldn't control the hostility in the physical world, he could construct internal technological futures that the mockery of his peers could not touch. Years later, he carried that survival mechanism to America. He arrived with almost nothing, sacrificing physical comfort by sleeping in his office and working through the night to build his first companies. His ambitions eventually expanded toward global challenges. He viewed the move to sustainable transport and the colonization of Mars as practical solutions for long-term human survival, goals he began planning even during his most difficult financial moments. And almost immediately, the reaction from the public was identical to his childhood. Financial analysts and global media outlets lined up to laugh at his ideas, calling them delusional and impossible. That bullied boy from the hospital was Elon Musk. He was discovering a pattern. The larger the vision for the future, the more aggressively the present tries to pull you back. He founded SpaceX to build those orbital rockets, but the start was catastrophic. The very first launch attempt ended in seconds when the vehicle violently exploded. The failures compounded. A second rocket failed, followed by a third that ignited in the sky, raining debris back down to Earth. The press reaction was vicious. Headlines across the country declared his career finished, mirroring the exact mockery he had faced in the schoolyard decades earlier. These public failures took an extreme financial toll. As his available capital plunged toward zero, the company sat on the verge of total bankruptcy. With everything on the line, Musk made a final gamble. He committed his last remaining funds to Attempt 4, the absolute final launch the company could afford. To survive this pressure, he had to view the threat of public failure as just another version of schoolyard bullying, something to be ignored while he focused on the engineering. That fourth rocket reached orbit, securing the contracts that kept the company alive. It proved that a private organization could achieve what was once reserved for superpowers, changing the economics of spaceflight forever. He applied that same persistence to Tesla. Despite experts insisting electric vehicles were a dead end, he forced a shift in the global car market, proving sustainable transport was viable and necessary. This drive was fueled by the exact same conviction he held as a child, that humanity needed a multiplanetary backup. For him, safeguarding the future outweighed the personal cost of mockery and total financial ruin. Today, his name is known by millions globally, but his origin remains the quiet, isolated boy who everyone thought was crazy. When society laughs at a dream, it rarely means the vision is wrong. Usually, it simply means the dream is too large for others to understand. Every significant leap in history was called impossible, until someone refused to stop building it.